Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our 9 p.m. English News Edition. Here are the top stories. The headlines, the President of the Republic receives credential from two new ambassadors in Djibouti. Still for the national news, a forum, Djibouti hosts National Forum on Transport Sector. And finally, for the international news in Sudan, in Al-Fashir, the WFP calls for action to prevent further atrocity. The details now, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned, the title is Excellency Haj Ismail Omar Guelleh, President of the Republic, received today the presidential palace the credential of Dr. Legesse Tula Adera, Ambassador of Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia to Djibouti, as his country's permanent and plenipotentiary representative officially residing in Djibouti. In his remarks during the credential presentation ceremony, the Ethiopian ambassador expressed his pride in assuming his duties in what he described as a strategic partner country. He affirmed this determination to strengthen the historic relation between the two nations, reiterating his commitment to enhancing their strategic partnerships, supporting sustainable development, and deepening coordination within IGAD and the African Union. The ambassador also praised the close relations between the two countries, describing them as the result of shared values and a common vision for peace and development. He noted the significant role played by the leaders of both nations, President Ismail Omar Guelleh and Ethiopian Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed Ali, in elevating these relations. The ambassador also reaffirmed his commitment to supporting the development of the vital Ethiopia-Djibouti corridor, considering a cornerstone of economic integration between the two countries in the field of trade, logistics, energy, and rail transport. For his part, the President of the Republic welcomed the new Ethiopian ambassador, affirming the full support of the government and the people of Djibouti in helping him carrying out his mission.
I thank you.
The ambassador commended Djibouti's pivotal role in supporting regional and peace and also stability, emphasizing his country's commitment to enhancing coordination within IGAD and the African Union. He noted the significant role played by the leaders of both nations. Also, the head of state, His Excellency Haj Ismail Omar Guelleh, received today Mr. Okushi Akihiro, the new ambassador of Japan to the Republic of Djibouti, who presented his credential as his country's permanent and plenipotentiary representative. During the credential presentation ceremony, the Japanese ambassador expressed his pleasure at representing his country in Djibouti. He praised the strength of bilateral relations, describing them as solid since the establishment of diplomatic ties in 1978. He commended the notable progress achieved in bilateral cooperation, particularly in the fields of economy, transport, energy, and education, affirming Japan's desire to further strengthen this momentum in the coming period.
Excellence, comme il souhaite que la relation amicale et cordiale entre nos deux pays continue à se développer. Sous votre direction, nous avons approfondi nos relations bilatérales à travers plusieurs initiatives, comme la mise en place de mesures de sécurité maritime par les forces d'autodéfense du Japon, avec le soutien djiboutien, ainsi que les projets de coopération économique dans le secteur de l'infrastructure, économie et énergie.
The ambassador also expressed his country's deep appreciation for the support Djibouti provides to Japan in various areas, especially the cooperation with the Japan Self-Defense Forces in maritime security. And for his part, President Ismail Omar Guelleh welcomed the new Japanese ambassador, confirming the readiness of the government of Djibouti to provide all necessary support to ensure his success in carrying out his mission and in strengthening relations between the two countries. And the Ministry of Agriculture, Water, Fisheries and Livestock, in cooperation with the Ministry of Economy and Finance in charge of industry and the World Bank organized the National Consultation Forum on the Agri-Connect initiative aimed at developing Djibouti's agriculture and livestock sector. The forum was attended by representatives from government institutions, livestock breeders organizations, the private sector, international partners, as well as national and regional experts. The event was dedicated to developing a shared vision regarding the practical orientation of the initiative. During the workshop sessions, participants discussed the physical and regulatory infrastructure needed to modernize production and the marketing systems, in addition to developing human capital. The discussion also addressed road networks to development of agro industries and the identification of agri-tech solutions with the aim of creating and enabling environment for a sustainable transformation for the sector. The forum also examined the structural challenges facing Djibouti's livestock sector, along with ways to enhance governance, financing and mechanisms for implementing the Agri-Connect initiative. The outcomes of this forum will contribute to shaping the national roadmap, ensuring that the initiative aligns with the country's priorities in food security, sustainable natural resources management, and inclusive rural development. The Ministry of Agriculture, Mr. Mohamed Ahmed Awali, a 3-minute speech during the forum, held that this meeting carries a historic dimension and represents a decisive step in realizing the vision of the President and his government.
Le forum qui nous réunit aujourd'hui revêt un caractère particulier historique.
I'm pleased to conclude this National Consultation Forum on the Agri-Connect initiative. Over the course of our discussion, we brought together public institutions, livestock organizations, the private sector, international partners, and national and regional experts. This collective engagement highlights our shared commitment to building a modern and efficient agricultural sector. Our exchanges focus on the key infrastructures needed to transform production and marketing systems, improving road networks, developing agro-industries, adopting agri-tech solutions, and strengthening human capital, which remains at the heart of sustainable modernization. We also address the structural challenges facing Djibouti's livestock sector, aiming to identify coherent and practical solutions. The outcomes of this forum will help refine our national roadmap, ensuring that Agri-Connect aligns with the country's priorities: food security, sustainable management of natural resources, and inclusive rural development. I reaffirm the Ministry's commitment to developing a modern, resilient livestock sector that drives national economic growth. Together with our partners, we will continue moving toward a more innovative, sustainable, and prosperous agricultural future for Djibouti.
And now, as I mentioned, the title National Forum on Investment Opportunities in the Transport Sector was held on Monday at the Isla Grand Hotel, bringing together key public and private stakeholders. The event was organized by the National Investment Promotion Agency, INPI, and chaired by the State Secretary for Investment. Several government members took part, including the Ministry of Transport and Equipment, the Ministry of the Interior, and the Ministry of Labor, also the Ministry of Commerce, along with the Director General of the INPI. In his speech, the Director, Mahdi Darar Obsia, highlighted the importance of the transport sector for Djibouti's economic progress. Participants discussed ongoing reforms, priority projects, and plans to modernize the transport system. They also looked at market needs to improve the country's appeal to private investors. The forum aims to help build a modern, sustainable, and competitive transport sector that supports both national and regional growth. It also offered a space for meaningful exchange between officials and economic actors to explore new ways to develop this key sector and strengthen Djibouti's role as a regional and international logistics, also transport hub. And now, in his remarks, the Director General of the National Investment Promotion Agency, Mr. Mahdi Darar Obsie, and the President of the Chamber of Commerce emphasized that this forum plays a key role in advancing the transport sector and boosting the country's economic the competitiveness. They highlighted that bringing together public and private sector stakeholders helps identify challenges, share ideas, and build a clearer vision for the future of transport in Djibouti. Both officials noted that improving the transport system is essential for attracting new investors, expanding trade, and supporting long-term economic growth. They also underlined the need for continued cooperation between government institutions, businesses, and development partners to ensure that planned reforms and projects are successfully implemented. For his part, the Minister of Infrastructure praised the government's effort to modernize the transport sector. Here is what he said.
C'est pour moi un honneur et un plaisir.
Ladies and gentlemen, the transport sector lies at the heart of Djibouti's economic development strategy. Thanks to our strategic location and our regional renewed port and logistic infrastructure, our country is naturally a hub for trade and investment. Our priority is to modernize and improve the efficiency of our entire.
And now, Minister of Labour pointed out that the transport sector brings significant benefits to the economy.
C'est pour moi un privilège de me tenir des.
First of all, I would like to thank the National Agency for Promotion of Investment for organizing this forum, as well as the public and private stakeholders present today. The transport sector is a key pillar of our country's economic development. It is not limited to the movement of goods and people. It also creates jobs opportunities for our youth and directly contribute to the economic inclusion of our communities. The reform and modernization project discussed during this forum are important levers for strengthening our labor market. The modernization of port, road, and logistic infrastructure must be accompanied by a strategy for training and upskilling Djiboutian workers. It is essential that our citizens benefit from the job created and actively participate in national economic growth. I hope this forum will serve as an opportunity for fruitful exchange between investors, authorities, and market actors, turning our ambition into concrete action for Djibouti's sustainable development.
And now, the Secretary of State for Investment stressed the importance of making the transport sector more attractive for private investors. She highlighted the need to encourage investment in major projects that support the country's development goals. She also emphasized that a competitive and modern transport sector is essential for sustaining growth, fostering innovation, and strengthening Djibouti's position as a regional investment hub. Yesterday evening, the MV Africa Sun was relaunched after a month of intensive work at Djibouti's ship repair yard. The vessel had been dry docked on October 15 to undergo a series of major technical interventions. The maintenance work included a full inspection of the hull and submerged part, servicing of electrical and automation systems, also significant structural repairs on the ship's deck. Additional work was carried out on the tanks and piping networks to ensure optimal operational efficiency. Throughout the maintenance period, the teams strictly followed safety standards and ship repair regulations, executing all tasks according to international specification. The guarantee high quality work. Over 10 tons of spare parts were supplied via air and sea, and 150 qualified technicians worked continuously for 30 days, accumulating a total of 108,000 working hours. This reflects the professionalism and precision of the teams in delivering the vessel on schedule. This project serves as an advanced example of ship repair and demonstrates the high technical capabilities of Djibouti's ship repair yard, confirming its commitment to providing world-class services. And now today, Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD, launched its regional project to strengthen resilience and support the growth of the blue economy in IGAD countries in the Horn of Africa. The project, implemented in partnership with the African Development Bank, aims to achieve sustainable growth based on water, marine, and coastal resources. Its objectives include enhancing food and nutrition security in IGAD countries, creating new job opportunities for youth and women, boosting regional trade related to the blue economy, improving climate change resilience, and strengthening the capacity of coastal and riverine communities. The launch workshop was attended by IGAD officials, representatives from the African Development Bank, and the Food the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, a delegation from Djibouti's Ministry of Agriculture, and other technical partners. Discussion highlighted the importance of the blue economy as a key driver for sustainable growth, regional stability, and economic transformation in the Horn of Africa.
I'm very pleased to learn that this project brings together other implementation partners. I'm confident that together with the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, United Nations Industrial Development, UNIDO, University of British Columbia, UBC, IGAD is going to achieve a lot, including the blue economy, resilience, and prosperity in IGAD region. Your presence here is a sign of commitment and willingness to work together, provide your professional and technical support, and ensure that the project attains its objective. Distinguished delegates, colleagues, the IGAD region has vast blue economy resources that, if properly used, will alleviate poverty and provide food security for our population.
And now, in his remark, the representative of the African Development Bank praised the importance of IGAD's Blue Economy projects.
As my brother just mentioned, the bank has been supporting the ocean economy since its founding years. This is even more so today as we implement our new 10-year strategy and as we have a renewed focus on the bank's 4 cardinal points, which you'll get to hear more about later on. As we know, the Eastern African region, and specifically the Horn of Africa, are highly influenced by several drivers of fragility. And so through the Transition State Facility Grant, which addresses resilience, we have been able to affirm about 4 million UA, which is about $5.4 million, towards building blue economy resilience and fostering prosperity in the Horn of Africa and IGAD region, which we call BE, Blue Economy, Be Prosper. So we're supposed to be more prosperous, given the IGAD mandate about prosperity. The Be Prosper project is one of the first multinational initiatives in the region to bring together elements of blue economy and fisheries, addressing drivers of fragility and regional integration. Not to mention gender, youth, trade, and climate resilience. The project intends to support multiple investments in the region with a focus on aquatic and agro-food systems, trade facilitation, of course, as I mentioned earlier, climate resilience, and other issues regarding maritime security and connectivity.
And now the representative of the Ministry of Agriculture of Djibouti highlighted the vital role of the Blue Economy project in improving food security across IGAD countries. He stressed that the initiative will help coastal and riverine communities enhance their capacity, adopt sustainable practices, and access new economic opportunities. He also noted that the project will contribute to local development, create jobs, and support the overall resilience of communities facing climate change and environmental challenges. According to him, this initiative represents a practical and forward-looking approach to integrating environmental sustainability with economic growth. As part of the National Children's Week launched by the Ministry of Women and Family, the Demajog Education Center organized a large-scale cleaning day this morning. The initiative aims to promote cleanliness and improve the quality of the education environment for young children. Staff from the center, along with several volunteering parents, participated in cleaning classrooms, play areas, and educational material thoroughly. The center's administration emphasized that maintaining a clean and safe environment is fundamental duty in early childhood care. They also highlighted the importance of hygiene in spaces where children spend their time. The center noted that this initiative is part of ongoing effort to ensure a healthy, safe, and suitable learning environment that supports children's growth. It reaffirmed its commitment to providing a more engaging and protective space for children and encouraged parents and the local community to support and sustain such collective initiatives. And now sport. Now the Djibouti Taekwondo Federation is organizing a level 1 technical training course for coaches from November 14 to 24th, 2025. The program is supervised by the State Secretary for Sport in collaboration with the Djibouti Olympic and Sports Committee, and it is being held at the Haj Hassan Guled Abtidon Stadium. The training was led by an international expert from the Democratic Republic of Congo and brings together about 30 participants from different clubs and sports federations across the country. The training program covers several key areas, including basic and advanced combat techniques, technical movement. The opening ceremony was attended by Mr. Saeed Ismail Hassan, President of the Djibouti Athletics Federation, and second Vice President of the Olympic Committee, Mrs. Zahra Mohammed Hassan, member of the Olympic Committee. The initiative represents an important step in strengthening the skills of sports trainers in Djibouti, also contribute to the professional pathway that supports the development of national sport and the promotion of Taekwondo in the country. The second Vice President of the Olympic Committee expressed his appreciation to the Taekwondo Federation for its continuous effort in developing the sport. He praised the important role of the Olympic Committee, particularly through the Olympic Solidarity Program in supporting National Sports Federation. He also commended the effort of the State Secretary for Sport in providing high-quality technical training courses. Now, the customs officials at the Ali Sabih, the Asajok region, intercepted a truck in the border area of Galile. Upon inspection, they found 29.8 kilograms of hashish hidden inside the truck's spare tires, divided into 20 bundles weighing 1.5 kilograms each, with an estimated total value of around 774 million Djiboutian francs. The driver and the NDC's drugs were handed over to the National Gendarmerie Station in the Djibouti for further investigation before being referred to the public prosecutor. And now for the international news, as I mentioned in the title, the Deputy Executive Director of the WFP expressed deep concern on recent event in El Fasher, Darfur, Sudan.
The Deputy Executive Director for the World Food Programme has condemned the recent terrible atrocities in El Fasher in Sudan's Darfur region. Speaking from Addis Ababa, Karl Skov said this should have been prevented. We must now intensify efforts to ensure such disasters do not happen elsewhere. He stressed that there are urgent needs across the country and that the international community must step in. Last month, the Rapid Support Forces seized the control of El Fasher, the capital of North Darfur, and located the city's Saudi hospital, killing more than 450 people according to the World Health Organization. RSF fighters reportedly went house to house, killing civilians and committed sexual assault, according to humanitarian workers and displaced residents. The army and RSF, formerly allies, have been at war since 2023, with both sides accused of atrocities. The WHO estimated that fighting has killed at least 40,000 people, while the UN says 12 million have been displaced. Humanitarian organizations warn the actual death toll could be much higher.
And now, last Saturday, residents of Gaza, along with volunteers and UN agencies, launched a campaign called "We Will Rebuild Gaza." The detail in this report.
Residents, volunteers, and United Nations agencies launched the "We Will Rebuild Gaza" campaign on Saturday to clear the streets of Gaza City, devastated after more than 2 years of conflict. The operation aims to remove rubble, restore dignity, and prepare the city for winter. Alexandru Makavik from the UN Development Program said that we are involving communities, those who stayed during the war and those returning from the south, to clean the city, restore dignity, and prepare water and waste management for the winter. Thousands of families still alive. Thousands of families still live in tents or temporary shelters exposed to cold and rain. Over 50 million tons of debris must be cleared in a reconstruction effort estimated at $70 billion according to the UN, the European Union, and the World Bank.
This is it for this 9 p.m. English News Edition. Thank you for watching us. Stay tuned for more on RTD.